You have to swim, cycle, and then run a marathon and a triathlon. It's a grueling race that consists of 3 events. Yeah, I could never do any of that. I feel like I could push myself to try a marathon, but triathlon, end me. Would rather never. Yeah, it's level 1. I don't know why they did that gimmick, but it's kind of funny. You say it's worse, I think it's just kind of funny. It's like, it's just unique. It's definitely more intimidating. But it's also pretty fun to have a level 1 legendary, because they start, at that time they were also doing the Heart Gold Soul Silver Arceus event, so it might be related to that. I was actually in a marathon when I was younger. I came 3rd. That's pretty cool. I haven't ran in years. Running is not my forte. Well, I guess I haven't run in a year. To be clear. They're definitely showing it. My stomach's definitely showing it. I definitely still need to hit the gym, and I keep telling myself that, and then I never do. So I'm gonna be honest. My, me being unfit is my fault. Level 42. Alright, Harrison. Oh, you know what I should do? I should get Ice Beam for Thunderband while I'm at it, because I know where to get it. And I can get it now. Maybe I'll do that when I'm done exploring. By the way, Evergrande City, can't climb it yet. Thought I'd point it out. I don't even think we can fly to it, technically. Because if I look at the map, it won't... Oh no, it will. Oh, it's green. You gotta be a gamer with muscle. Need more of those in the world. I really should. I'm gonna be honest. I need to. I'm just so lazy. I'm really bad at motivating myself to do stuff. I want to visit Evergrande City. I want to visit it too. Maybe one day I will. There's plenty of gyms nearby I can go to, or I can just do it in my home. It's not that hard to work out. I mean, it was easier when I had a trainer when I was younger that my parents set up. Because then it's just like, well, I gotta, because he's here. And when there's none, I don't. It's definitely easier to get into it when you're on a schedule. That's right. A personal trainer. Not a Pokemon trainer. My parents, when we were in our teens, since I wasn't on a sports team, had hired us a trainer so that we wouldn't just be sitting on our asses all the time. I appreciate it now. Definitely back then it was more of a struggle. And I would appreciate it now, but I'm not gonna... It's not like I have a gym in this... the 3-room apartment. Hello, sir? We're definitely near the end of Pokemon. Wait a second. Hold up. Oh wait, this is also... Ah, that's right. I was really confused because I'm looking at my list that I have here of Pokemon and Pokemon Emerald. And it counts 202 Pokemon. But I have a list here saying 212. And the reason for that is simply because it's not counting the Gen 2 Pokemon that you get via post-game stuff, which, let me check. Safari Zone Emerald. Let me be sure that this list I got isn't incorrect. Yeah, no. Area 5 and 6 you get after entering the Hall of Fame, which is full of a bunch of National Dex Pokemon. Got me into running when I liked it, then COVID, well, was like, I'm gonna take away everything you have and more. Exactly. I'm always scared to head to the gym because, let's be honest, the gym is prime Corona factory. Like, working out in Corona is hard. It's terrifying. Even, like, eating, going to the grocery store is difficult. Working out sounds like a good way to die. I mean, let me be honest, defog's not necessary in Platinum either, if you just, like, feel out the area. And it's also kind of niche to... It's like whatever to get strength. It's not that hard. Is there a path over here that I saw? Eh, it's a fake path. By the way, where am I? Going back and forth so much. Oh, I'm down here. When did that happen? Besides Parker and Sophie's sessions, got any funny Pokemon D&D stories? Well, I mean, here's the thing. We as a group pretty much play D&D exclusively with us. Oh, but there's one. Okay, so I personally did... I have 8 stories, just one story. I personally did one small campaign. It wasn't that long, it was only, I want to say, like 8-9 sessions. Without our Dungeons and Dumbasses group. And in this, for this story, all you need to know is that we were escorting a group of monsters that had been experimented on and given more intelligence, so we made basically a deal where we'd get them away from the person that owns them, because they're a crazy witch lady, and bring them to a local village, and maybe they can live with the people of the village. So we tried to do that. And as we are escorting them to the village, we go cross paths with this strange lady. Now, we are like, this lady might be the witch. Might. But it looks like a regular lady. And I'm pretty sure it's either that we fail our insight rolls or whatever. So we don't know if she's lying or whatever. And then we just say, okay, we'll watch her go off as we have this army of monsters. One second, let me... What route? I was going to check what route I am, because I think I can fish up a Wailord here. Route 129. So yeah, we're taking these monsters, and this lady that we think is the witch passes by, and we sort of let her pass by. And honestly, in hindsight, bad idea. But we do it. And I think at this point we fail our perception check. And we say, okay. Now, we make it to the village. And as we are at the village, we're like, okay, we don't want to surprise the villagers by showing up with just an army of monsters, because that's terrifying. So we have our warlock cast Silent Image on all, like, basically making a wall showing just the forest and only having, like, 12 of the monsters out front, so it seems less like an army. He turns around. The DM asks for a perception check. He rolls a nat 1. So, our warlock turns around. He casts a spell. And then turns back around and says, okay, the spell's up. And we go through our conversation with these villagers. And we agree to have them hold these monsters. And then we hit them with the bombshell saying, okay, but there's more monsters that we were hiding. We just wanted to be sure you were okay with this idea. So our warlock then, we all turn around and we see the 12 that we had up front to make it seem like less. And we say, okay, warlock, drop the silent image. And he does. And there's nothing there. So because of our 2 horrendous perception checks, as it turns out, the person we passed in the forest was the witch. And she had either captured or killed all of the monsters that we were escorting, except for these 12. So our warlock, as to paint the image, turned around and just didn't notice all of the monsters just gone. Just gone. He just turned around and said, okay, cast spell, and then turned back around and said, okay, I did a good job, guys. So we lost, like, a lot of people because of a couple nat ones. We were not a smart group. We were very dumb. So yeah, that was fun. We were not great. That was fun. That was a fun thing. By the way, Route 129 Hoenn. Pretty sure this is where I might be able to catch. Yep, there's a 1% chance to fish up a Wailord. Oh my god, okay, this isn't worth it. I think that's the only story I really have, just because, like I said, our D&D group plays D&D a lot with each other, so we don't have much that I haven't told, or that I'm not just waiting for the roundtable discussion that we have planned. Which I think is going to be fun when we get to it. But yeah. Let me try and think of other stories, because, like, there's some fun ones. But there's a Lord of the Rings campaign that was run, but I think I've told everything from there, and the other members of the group have more stories, because I wasn't a part of the second and third campaign of that. So I was not there for those. Also, isn't it funny that I'm using a rock and fire type to fight water types right now? I love crap like that about D&D. You can either be a genius or roll on 1 and you're just brainless. Exactly. You're fucking dumb. To be fair, I was playing just like a pure charisma Dragonborn Paladin. I had like no wisdom. I was a meathead, so it made sense that I would not notice shit. My brain was off. Let me think of other things. I think so. There's not too much. Not too much that I don't want to haven't already talked about, because we had that whole Stars D&D talk that I posted on YouTube, and a few sessions before where I talked about 5e. Nothing really interesting or crazy funny has happened recently. Favorite D&D races for me is Dragonborns and Kobolds. I have a lizard dragon problem. For me, I have a problem with elves and half-elves. I don't know why. I really like elves and half-elves. My favorite race just to play is a half-elf, which is surprising because I think it's the one that I haven't really played that much. Actually, I don't think I've played them at all. I plan to play them a lot. There's a lot of characters I've made sheets for that I just have half-elf being the character, but half-elf for me is definitely my favorite. It gives a lot of stats, and it gives some cool features and stuff. I like it. Nope, fight me. So far my record is, I've played In Lord of the Rings, I played as a woodsman, which is like a human. I played then in 5e a dragonborn. In the story I told, I played a human sorcerer. There's my current character, which is a half-elf, or half-dragon, sorry. Homebrewed that race for fun. Campaign 2, I'm going to play a, what's it called? A full elf. In a one-shot, I played a shifter, and in a campaign that I think I talked about that we didn't stay for, I played a different shifter. I played 2 shifters. So there's a lot of races that I haven't touched. To be fair, I haven't played in too many campaigns either way, so... Oh, and I'm playing another human in a... for funsies campaign. Super Repel. Oh, there's it. Hold up, before I fight him. Everyone's good. We also... did we... We did it on stream, right? Where I ranked my classes? I think that was in the Halo stream. My favorite and least favorite classes. I think we did that on Halo, right? That was in the last Halo stream, yesterday. Or was that in the stream before? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember if I did that on stream or not. It sounded like a good follow-up. It sounds like something we did on stream. I'm not going to repeat that conversation. Yeah, I did? Okay, good. I'm just making sure I wasn't crazy. It's hard to keep track. This gets awfully tough. You know what? I said it. What's your guys's? What do you think is your guys's favorite and least favorite classes? Because obviously, as we found out, mine was the monk as my least favorite, and my favorite is the sorcerer. Who just uses fireball is pretty easy considering how good the spell is, but sounds kind of frustrating after a while. And memey, I'm gonna be honest. Not to shame you from it. If you want to do it, go for it. If you want to do it for fun. Since I made a character that's just a fucking werewolf called Werewolf. So I have no room to talk. Seems like it'd be a bit of a struggle though. Especially when you run into something with fire resistance or immunity. Because that's kind of common. Barbarian seems too bland for your taste? I thought so too. Played one, it's okay. I'm very much a fan of spellcasting, so... My favorite classes are Monk and Cleric, because Clerics are broken as fuck. They definitely have, like, all the spells you could ever want in your life, for sure. I still find that a bit much. Like, as someone that's playing a Cleric, and I can definitely keep playing a Cleric, I'm fine with it now. It's just, like, it's a lot to get into. Clerics and Druids are definitely up there. Let's see, rock beats ice. I'm just gonna keep digging. I'm a gold digger. Okay, well, I didn't need to hit this field with dig. Oh, that's a good thing that move kind of sucks. God, I can't wait till I get double edge. But what's your least favorite class? Because that's what I think is more, like, interesting. Because it kind of talks about about your playstyle with what you're adverse to. Because everyone can do what they like to do the most with different classes, but when it comes to your least favorite is like, that's kind of actually more telling of what your playstyle is, because that means you can not do what you like to do with that character. Because you said Monk and Cleric, and those are two very different classes. I feel bad just beating up these Spheal and Staryu now. They're just little baby. Just little baboo. Oh my god, Mithril, come on! Wait, is Spheal about to like one-shot Nick Boris? Is it no one ice type right now? It does! Okay, Mithril, you have a second chance to redeem yourself. Please. Mithril, I'm counting on you. Okay, there we go. I was worried. I was sweating a little bit. Alright, Talia. Get out of here. You did lose, you loser.